Meet the secret dealers. Their mission, to make money.
If it's there and I think I can get a profit on it, I'll definitely be the man to buy it.
If I want it, I'm going to have it.
I might be old, fat and over the hill, but I'm still a great antique dealer.
Today, the secret dealers are entering the lion's den.
Oh, that is fantastic.
They're facing a silversmith whose home is full of her life's work.
Oh, this is my type of goods.
Quality sits round every corner.
If anyone melted that down, I'd personally nail them to the wall.
And the dealers all want it.
Naughty boy, Michael.
Mark, I don't like you.
Today's London home holds a big surprise for the secret dealers. Living and working amongst her wonderful collection of objects is Joseline.
Well, I first came here in 1970, and it was still a stable, and there were no windows in this room at all. It's developed. I suppose it's that accumulation of one's life, really.
But Joseline doesn't just collect fantastic objects, she makes them. She's been a silversmith since the 70s, and her work can be found in palaces and Parliament.
We'll continue to design here, but all the real work will happen elsewhere now. I think it'd be wonderful just to refresh, get rid of things that I don't need, and sort of make room, really, for the next chapter.
Some of the best items include a pair of cabbage leaf and sprout designed silver goblets and a silver-topped ship's decanter, both made by Joseline. There's also a rare Victorian canteen of silver dessert cutlery by renowned maker George Adams. Today's secret dealers are silver specialists Mark and Simon and antique dealer Mike. They have just 1 hour to make secret bids on what they want to buy while Joseline is away. They have no idea what wonders lie in wait. Let's hope they've got plenty of cash.
Simon.
Wow.
Be careful with the northern pie eater.
Yeah, no, he's just had a couple of pies.
Oh, right,
outside
okay.
before he came in.
Just hang on. The big boys from Brighton against poor old Mickey.
Oh, this is not just anybody's home, is it? Oh, this is amazing.
It's already clear the dealers have real quality in front of them today. Mark's first to spot the Victorian George Adams dessert canteen.
This is lovely. Very, very unusual. The maker, GA, George Adams, famous for flatware. Three-pronged, very, very nice. Copy of an earlier fork. These, predominantly this style are Georgian. I don't want to talk too now because I don't think certain people realise how good these type of things are. I've not seen a design quite like this before, particularly with the blue handles. I think it's just quite a rarity.
That won't be the last bid on the cutlery. Upstairs, Simon spotted the silver-top ship's decanter made by Joseline.
Oh, that lifts off like that. So what we've actually got here is, I suppose you would describe it as a ship's decanter. They're called ship's decanters because they've got very wide bottoms, literally, so if the ship's rolling around, the decanter is supposed not to fall down. So we've got a clear glass decanter. And these silver mounts, which are incredibly stylish, my guess would be sort of 60s or 70s, I don't know. This is silver, but it's been gilded, so it's what we call silver gilt. It's covered in a very thin layer of gold leaf. I think that's a fantastic design. I really like it. It's very, very stylish.
Now Mike's about to make a play for the George Adams dessert set.
I'm looking at this as decorative rather than the silver dealer. I mean, it's just pretty, isn't it? It's nice being in original box. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Everything ramped and stamped. It's not a scrap silver thing, it's an object. There we go.
For once, Mike's right. Nothing will be heading for the melting pot in this house. Mark's got his hands on more quality silver, Joseline's leaf design goblets.
That's a lovely silver goblet. There's just so much silver in here.
The boys from Brighton are loving the contemporary items on offer, but Mike's feeling a little lost.
There's modern silver, there's modern prints, all of which have got a gut feeling's worth a lot of money, but I'm an antique dealer. What do you do?
But it isn't long before he finds something he does want to buy, a Chinese Cinnabar lacquer box.
The Chinese are buying back everything that we bought off them. There's a little bit of China frenzy, if you like. So that's the sort of trinket that might sell on a well-known internet site and be a little chancer.
Simon's back downstairs and is homing in on the pair of silver goblets.
The beautiful goblet. I mean, I think they're gorgeous. What we're talking about here is post-war silver. I mean, I buy a little bit of post-war silver when I find it, but you don't normally go in a home that is absolutely full of it.
2 bids on the goblets, and Mark's about to make it 2 for Joseline's ship's decanter.
That is beautiful. You've got the hallmark in the lid, but now I've somehow got to try and find the hallmark on this. This is quite loose, so, yep, I can take this off. Now we're going to have to really hunt. I can't see it, but I am absolutely adamant this is marked. Come on, Mark, find it. It's got to be here. Happy birthday. There's the mark. Can you see where my fingernail is there? Ticks every box. I mean, you can see that in a lovely house filled with pool or, you know, wine. I do like that a lot. I really want to buy that.
The competition for these wonderful objects is going to be very stiff. Now Simon's noticed the Chinese lacquered box.
It's a string box, I think, because we've got a little hole at the top there. This is probably about 1920s, 1930s. Selling well, this is at the moment, even if it's not that old. Join Mike in that one.
Time is running short and the bids keep mounting up. Mike's moving in to place bid number 3 on the leaf design pair of goblets.
These are silver gills. Is that a cabbage leaf?
Really interesting.
I don't know. I'm probably out by a barn door. It's lovely though, beautifully made.
All the dealers have bid on the goblets, and Simon's about to place bid number 3 on the George Adams silver dessert set.
Look at those, aren't they gorgeous? On the top here, we've got these beautiful silver gilt spoons, beautifully hallmarked here. GA, George Angel, isn't it?
No, see? GA on flatware is actually George Adams.
George Adams.
George Adams.
Well, I was going to say, is it George Adams or George Angel? Because I am a liar. So I'll put in my bid here.
Time is almost up, and silver specialist Mark just can't resist taking a look at the Chinese Cinnabar lacquer box.
Well, listen, I'm going to have to give the boys a run because they're looking at all my type of stock, so... It's quite a nice lacquered ball, so I'm going to make a little offer on that. There you are.
3 bids on the box, but Mike isn't too happy about the Brighton boys trying to get a piece of his action.
What I'm going to do now is what any good northern pie eater would do. I'll put my price up. Well, I thought I could nick it. There we go.
There's certainly some needle between the dealers today.
Do you really like pies, or are you just saying that because you want to try and create a division between 2 southerners and 1 northerner?
How could you? Do I look like a boy who doesn't like pies?
But we like pies down south, you know.
Yeah, have you seen them put pastry?
The dealers have bid big, and after the break, Jocelyn finds out exactly how much.
Wow!
The dealers are in for a surprise of their own.
Did you say you made them?
I made them.
Wow.
Yes.
And the north-south battle continues.
I'm delighted to buy it.
I'm basically gutted.
The dealers have been bowled over by the stunning pieces in Silversmith Joseline's home.
The quality of the silver is absolutely superb.
It's unique.
I think there's going to be a lot of money spent.
But before they buy, they'll have to haggle with Jocelyn. Helping her get the best price is the independent valuer. His estimates ensure the dealers pay the right money and arm Jocelyn with a bargaining tool only she can see. The dealers could be in trouble here. Jocelyn knows exactly what her silver collection is worth.
And I am slightly worried because we've got a lot of very high value items, and I just wonder if they've got enough money.
So how much cash have the dealers offered for Jocelyn's wonderful pieces?
Wow! £12,208.
Wow.
That is extraordinary, actually. That's really surprising.
Well, you've got some lovely things in here, I must say. Are you happy with that?
I think that's very interesting. Of course, it all depends what it's for.
Absolutely.
Right. I think we might have a little bit of a battle here. She knows what she's doing.
Yes.
So how will the dealers react when they find out Jocelyn made this pair of leaf-designed silver gilt goblets?
This is cutting-edge silversmithing.
I really want to buy them.
I think they're gorgeous.
These are contemporary items, so I'm worried that they won't be up to paying what they're worth.
What are they all about?
Well, they're silver gilt, and I made them actually as part of a whole collection.
Did you say you made them?
I made them, yes.
So you're a silversmith?
I'm a silversmith, yes, and goldsmith.
Wow.
Yes.
I should go.
Absolutely.
The cabbages, leaves?
Cabbage leaves, cabbages, and Brussels sprouts in the middle.
When did you make those?
Those were actually made about 10 years ago for a special exhibition.
Now,
Yes.
here lies the problem,
Yes,
and I hope you don't mind me saying this,
yes.
that we've got to figure out how much you'll make
Yes.
when you're no longer here.
Oh, right, yes, yes, of course.
Because they're wonderful, the beautiful
Yes,
quality.
Yes, thank you.
Should we see what we've offered?
Yes, I'd like to.
Right, OK, I'd like to offer you £800.
That's quite low compared to the silver weight, I think.
You're not gonna like mine then.
Oh, dear.
£490.
Ooh.
And last but not least, my offer
Wow.
is £1,050.
Now, I think that is quite interesting. I think I might just have a look
I think you should.
at what our valuer has said.
Mike's just about on the money, but only Joseline can see the valuation and she can push for more. The dealers do like her work.
I think it'd be good to get you up just a little bit.
I don't think I can get up to that, but
Yes.
I'm going to rule myself out in this
Yes,
case.
yes, right.
I really like these, and I would like to offer you £1,100.
Right,
I'm virtually 100% convinced
yes,
that long term they're an investment.
yes.
£1,120.
I think what Mike said is really true. You know, there's kind of the
Yes.
investment head,
Yes.
and there's the
Yes.
selling on head.
Yes, yes,
And
of course. Yes.
£1,140.
We're getting very close.
I've got 3 children, and there's only 2 goblets.
Yes, yes,
So I think with that, I'm going to wave my white flag
yes,
and stand back
yes.
and mark that's his bid.
I think I'll go for it.
Are you happy with that?
Yes, I am.
Lovely.
Yes.
OK,
Good.
that's a deal then. Thank you
It's
very
a
much.
deal.
Thank you.
Looks like Mike and Mark will be locking horns a lot today.
He loves eating a pie, don't he? But he's eating humble pie in this one.
I had to give in somewhere.
You're not going to beat me if I want to buy it.
I feel he's really going to appreciate them and look after them.
Next is Joseline's silver-topped ship's decanter. Mike hasn't bid, but Mark and Simon really love this.
This is the piece that I want to walk away with. And the reason why, it's one of her first works.
I really would love to own it. Now, is this one of your pieces?
It is, actually.
Right.
Yes.
And how old is this one?
Well, I'd say it dates from the early 70s. So it was part of a whole series of things that I made.
Do you only make one of these, or was there
Yes,
a pair?
no, this was only one.
Are you going to make any more?
No, definitely not.
So this is
Definitely
a one-off.
a one-off unique thing.
Right,
yeah.
well, I think money on the table.
Money on the table. Bearing in mind, I didn't know it was hallmarked on the bottom, and I certainly didn't know it was Joseline's. But I still
Right.
thought it was worth £225
Right,
because I really
right.
liked it.
You're looking there at me.
Yes. I'm looking at your beard.
Mine was £800.
Ah, now that's interesting. I think I'll consult the independent valuer.
Mark's offered top money, but is it enough for Joseline to deal?
Want to come up at all on that?
Well, I think.
Well, I'd have to come up. I mean, I certainly would come up on this bid, but to come up close to Mark, I think he's made you a very generous offer for that. And there's a little bit of work required,
Yes,
just a
yes.
little, which I didn't
yes.
notice.
If I could get you to pay a little bit extra and I'll repair it, how's that?
Can I have a signed bit of paper there saying that you're repairing it and you've made
Yes,
it?
yes.
So you would do all of that?
I would do all of that for you if you pay me a bit extra.
Well, what can I say? I love it. It's a fantastic thing. If I go up another £50,
Yes.
I call it 850, and you do the work for me. How about that?
I think that would do it, yes.
You'd be happy with
yes,
that?
I'd be happy with that.
You sure?
Positive.
So the deal's done?
Yes, done deal.
£850.
£850.
Thank you very
That's
much
it.
indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was right. It's one of her early works. I'm over the moon.
I'm thrilled that they could appreciate it. I mean, that really is marvellous.
That this is going to be worth a lot of money.
Joseline also sold a silver and tortoise shell capped scent bottle to Simon for £60, and a set of her own classical design prints to Mike for £310. But she turned down an offer of £250 for a pair of 1920s Gothic-style candlesticks. Next is a 20th century Chinese Cinnabar lacquer string box.
I'm very fond of this thing, I have to say. I've really loved it. I used to keep the petty cash in it.
Did you?
Yes.
You didn't earn much.
No.
Blunt Northerners, eh?
To the point.
It's Chinese, you know that?
Yes, yes, I knew it was Chinese.
And did you know it was Cinnabar?
No.
Cinnabar lacquer. It's a form of lacquer
Right.
over the top of a carcass.
Yes.
And then, of course, it's chiselled out.
Yes.
And it's called Cinnabar lacquer. I always
Because
thought
of the
because
colour.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
The age determines the value more than
Yes,
anything else.
more
They
than
made
the-
it in the
yes.
60s and
Yes.
the 70s even. You
Yes.
could still buy it new,
Yes.
so you can probably still buy
Yes.
it new today, to be fair.
All I know is I've never liked it.
Oh, really?
Never.
Really, Mike? Why not? I think it's... I love the complexity
Well, you...
of
yes.
the curly bits.
Now I've learnt you're an artist, you will do.
Shall we see where the money is on
Yes,
this one?
let's. I'm really interested.
OK, well, I have bid the Princess sum of £88.
£88.
OK, well, I have bid
£95.
I've bid.
£150.
Wow.
I need something to put my petty cash in.
Yes. Well, let me see what the independent valuer has said.
It's not Mark's speciality, and he's offered top money. So has he gone too far?
Mark's obviously the highest, but, you know, do you want to...
Well, I think, obviously, I've been a little bit light, but I don't like the thing.
Yes.
I wouldn't go any further than 150, so if you don't mind, I'll just gracefully say no.
Exactly the same goes for me. I think Mark's made a very strong bid. He looks a bit unhappy, though, doesn't he, about his strong bid?
It's not really my field, but I think it's worth the money. I don't think it's worth a lot more, but I'm happy to have it for 150 quid. Are you happy with that?
I think I could let it go for that. Yes.
So we got a deal?
We've got a deal.
Great, thank you very much indeed.
Time will tell whether Mark can make a profit.
I'm the new Cinnabar king.
Well done, Mark.
Maybe all these zeros he puts on everything have sort of clouded his judgment a little bit.
No, I'd always thought it was a sort of £20 thing, and so I'm very pleased.
The next item is right up Mark's street, the George Adams Victorian Silver Dessert Canteen.
That is a very rare set, and I really want to buy that.
It's a fantastic quality. I know Mark's going to be all over it.
I have got 2 silver dealers on the case. Let's see how we get on.
George Adams was a really well thought of Victorian silversmith. I wonder if the dealers realise how good it is.
Tell me, how did you come by it?
I actually bought it at auction about 20 years ago when I was feeling a bit flush. And I'd heard that Queen Victoria had a set by him that's just rather wonderful and beautifully made. But, you know, you get to a point where you shouldn't be so attached to things, perhaps.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. That's kind of like magical to my ears.
Shall we see where the money is on this one?
Let's.
Well, I'll go first if you like. I have bid £495.
Whoa, I think that's awfully low.
All right, I do, looking at it.
Yes, I think it's probably less than the silver weight. But anyway, be that as it may.
I have bid 1,375.
Well, that's a lot more interesting.
And I have bid £1,700.
That's really interesting.
Does that show you a good profit?
In a word, yes.
Oh.
But I think I might want to see what the independent valuer valued it at.
It's a good bid from Mark, but all the dealers like this set, and Joseline knows how special it is.
Your bid is interesting, but it would be good if I could get you up a little bit more than that.
Well, you've got the other dealers here.
Well, my bid's pitiful.
It is.
It is. It's certainly not enough, and I think I must have done my sums wrong, but I wouldn't be able to reach Mark's amount, so
Right.
I'm going to count myself out.
Yes, right.
I like it. I mean, I'll go to 1,750.
Right. Would you want to come up a bit at all?
Moored off is 1780.
Yes. Right.
£1,800.
I'll give you 1820 for it.
Right.
Tense, isn't it?
Yes, it actually is.
Would you expect me to leave it for the sake of £20?
No.
Correct. 1,850.
I'll give you 1860.
Right.
he's got the advantage on me. He's got the drop on me because he deals in silver.
Yes, yes.
I'm just a rookie.
Right.
From up north.
Here we go. The sob story's coming out.
But just to help you out, I'll go, and it should finish you off, £1,900.
But it doesn't, because I'll pay you $19.10 for it.
Wow.
Now that should finish you off, Mike, because you only put it $13.75 to start with.
If you don't mind, Mark.
You can do whatever you want.
Nothing personal.
No.
Would you mind if I offered £1,950?
Now we're getting close, because I know exactly what this set is worth.
Right, that's interesting.
Well, the reason I know, because I've had a very similar set by the same maker.
Right.
And sold it just under a year ago.
Yes.
£1,970.
We have a saying, you know, God loves a bluffer. And I'll tell you something, my feeling is, right?
Yes.
My final bid,
Yes.
and it will be the final bid, yeah?
Yes.
Because this man, if he buys it, he's got to make a profit.
Yes.
I've got to take it along to my starving kids and show them. My final offer will be £2,000.
Right.
Well, as that was Mike's final offer,
Yes.
and this is something that I would like to buy,
Yes.
I would pay you £2,020 for it.
Ah.
That's me going to be finished.
Right.
It's up to you.
Yes.
Would you like to accept that offer?
Yes, I'm glad it's going to such good hands.
Thank you very much indeed. But one question before we
Yes,
go.
yes.
How much did you pay for it in the auction?
Ah, £900.
Oh, well done.
Oh, well done. And that was 20 years ago?
Yes.
A terrific tussle sees Mark walk off with the prize.
I'm basically gutted.
Fantastic quality, and I'm delighted to buy it.
You can be certain of one thing, if I find another one, I won't forget what this one made.
This is a special thing, and I think it's well worth the money.
The dealers are loving Joseline's home, and the best is yet to come.
Look at the work on that.
But it won't come cheap.
I wouldn't take less than 10,000 for it.
The secret dealers are having a field day in the London home of Silversmith Joseline.
I don't think certain people realise how good these type of things are.
So far, Mark has bagged the lion's share of her marvellous items.
And I'm being totally cleaned out here. There's some wonderful pieces, but there's still a lot more in here.
And I'm getting outbid on every lot. I'm going to have to pull my socks up.
But there's still more to come, including a pair of Ormolu candlesticks bought on a holiday in France, a fantastic silver gilt tea set made by Joseline in the 1970s, and a stunning silver gilt goblet with royal connections. What will the dealers make of these when they find them?
Can you imagine going back like 200 years ago and walking into William Bateman's house and he was making teapots and salvers? You know, I've got that same feeling about being here.
Mark's first to find Joseline's silver gilt goblet.
Oh, that's a lovely silver goblet. Look at the work on that. Beautiful. Real quality. Got a great weight to it. I'm going to make an offer on this. I might even have it as my little drinking vessel. No, it's too rich for me. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
From one drinking vessel to another, Simon's found the late 19th century silver-top claret jug.
So called because you fill them full of claret on the dinner table. What we're first checking for here is the condition of the glass, because that is everything with these. This one looks to be okay, but quite a nice shape. Let's have a go at that.
The competition between the dealers continues, and Mike's after the goat goblet that Mark has already bid on.
Wow, look at the quality of this. Here's the silver marks here, full set. What would I be prepared to pay for that? I love it. I think it's great. And modern silversmiths can be just as collectible as old silversmiths. I mean, that is exquisite work.
2 bids now for the goblet, and Mark's about to uncover another of Joseline's stunning works. It's the silver gilt tea set.
Oh, that is fantastic. The quality is absolutely fantastic. This is top quality workmanship. This would have cost a lot of money. There's no silver marks on this, but there's no doubt it's silver. It's a fantastic quality thing. Absolutely fantastic material. This is my type of goods.
That's what we like to see, an excited dealer. Upstairs, Simon's found the pair of classical Ormolu candlesticks.
I think that's ebony. just trying to see if it was stone or wood. If it's stone, it's cold, but it's not, it's wood. It's certainly worth leaving a bid on.
Downstairs, Mike's about to find the silver gilt tea set.
Look at the quality of this.
But its age and lack of a hallmark is putting him off.
Do you know, that is modern. I don't know what I'm doing. The big Brighton boys are here to mop this thing up. They are silver dealers.
Incredibly, he's passed it over. Has the South beaten the North? Simon spotted the goat goblet.
I mean, that's just gorgeous quality. A fantastic piece of post-war silver here. We talk about modern design. Sometimes modern design owes a lot to previous designs. And here, you've got sort of an old feel to it. I think that is a fantastic piece of silver. If anyone melted that down, I'd personally nail them to the wall.
Ouch. All three dealers are now in for the goblet. Mike's moved upstairs hunting for something with a bit of age, and he's found it, the claret jug.
We don't have claret from where I come from. We have bitter, but this is for posh people. So, well, in fact, they don't drink much, do they? Hey, that might be for port. I don't know how big the bottles are. But this mounted silver here, and I guess looking at the shape, that's roughly round about 1900. I'll leave a skinny price on it.
Downstairs, the Brighton boys are leaving no stone unturned.
You're not breaking into the safe now, Mark, are you?
I think somebody's got here before me, Simon.
Did you do it how you normally do it, you know, with the little stethoscope thing you use?
No, I've progressed since then. I use one of these big drills.
You can hear them Brighton bashers. I tell you what, it's like a revolving record, isn't it?
But will Brighton boy Simon be dumbstruck by the silver gilt tea set, or not?
You seen this yet, Mark?
Yeah, there is no hallmark on it.
Right, but it's being sold as silver, is it?
If that isn't silver, I will strip all my clothes off and run outside around the street. What do you think, Simon?
I think it's probably silver, and I think, thank God it is. I don't think I could bear to witness that. I really like that.
Well, Simon's bid on the tea set. Upstairs, Mike's found the Ormolu classical candlesticks.
It's not ebony, it's coloured metal. They're not bad, they're decorative. And they've got a price. And the price is, to make a profit, half in love with them.
That's 2 bids now for the candlesticks. Time is pressing and Mark's making a move for the silver-top claret jug.
Victorian one, around about 1890. I'm going to leave an offer for this one.
That's now a trio of bids for the jug.
That's a little bit big to fit in my small car. Mike might like that. I mean, his name's Mike Melody, isn't he? So he might like a good tune.
There's definitely an edge to the competition today. Mark spied the classical candlesticks.
Got a good-looking pair of sticks. I quite like those. I'm going to make an offer for those.
All 3 dealers want these too. With time almost up, Mike's still not bid for the excellent silver gilt tea set.
How stylish, though.
Talking me into it.
You're more... Well, I think it's fantastic. I think it's wonderful quality. Oh. I hope so. You wouldn't mind taking it home and keeping it for a few years, would you?
Just leave a price on that, just in case. Excuse me.
He just couldn't resist quality like that. That's it. Time waits for no man, no matter what side of Birmingham you come from.
We all live in this wonderful country together. North and south coexist in perfect harmony, and we all like pies.
The dealers have loved what they've seen, but Joseline won't let these gems go for nothing.
No.
I'm sorry.
Shock horror.
And she ends up netting herself a big pile of cash.
I love it. I like the smell of it.
The secret dealers thought they'd seen the best of Joseline's collections.
Beautiful.
But then they found some truly amazing silver works of art.
Boy, oh boy, has this house got some fabulous things in it.
One word, superb.
I think it's going to be very competitive.
They all want to take home these fantastic objects, but Joseline is no pushover.
I think I'm getting better at it. And we'll just wait and see what happens with the other items.
All the dealers love Joseline's silver gilt tea set, but will any of them manage to buy it?
What a magnificent set.
Mind blown.
I've never seen anything like this before.
It's very heavy and it's got an awful lot of work in it.
Joseline, a truly outstanding tea set. Please tell me you've made this.
Yes.
It's absolutely fantastic. Everything about it screams quality. The only thing I couldn't find was a hallmark.
Yes, I finished it in a great hurry for a deadline, and it just never got marked.
I mean, it's absolutely superb. It just ticks every box for me. Quality of the silver, the way the handles are made. They're simulating wood, aren't they, like a bark?
Yes, like a bark, because it represents spring with lots of spring blossoms.
One technical question.
Yes.
Where's the milk jug?
Just going to ask.
I didn't make it because of the deadline, but it's in my original designs.
Ah.
How long does it take you to make?
At least 500 hours.
500 hours?
Well, if you include the modelling, the initial
yeah.
modelling and
Gilding.
mould making and producing waxes, it's a lot of hand hammering work.
I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I've got to say, personally, I love the piece. What is it worth? I haven't got a clue. And I think really we've got to the time when we should put our bids on the table. What do you think, Dennis?
I love this Joseline. It's got a slightly Japanese feel to
It
it
does,
to me.
yes,
It reminds me
yes.
a little bit of the sort of Tokyo school about 1900
Yes.
when they did the same with the applying the silver on the outside. I don't think my bid is anywhere near its value. I've offered you
Oh,
£1,040.
no, I'm afraid that's way out.
Yeah.
Way, way out.
The fact it hasn't got a hallmark
Yes,
is a minus for me.
yes.
My price is £11.50.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No.
My price is £2,000.
No, I'm afraid those are way. I wouldn't take less than 10,000 for it.
You know.
Wow.
That's what it would cost to produce.
It's a great thing. I mean, I'd love to buy it. I mean, I just can't. You know, I understand exactly
Yes.
where you're coming from, but I've got to put on a dealing head.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. What do you
yes.
guys think?
I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think somewhere somebody would be more than happy to pay £10,000. Unfortunately, they're probably
Yes.
not within my circle
Yes.
that I sell to.
I understand.
So I'm going to rule myself out.
You're not interested around £3,000 or £4,000, maybe?
Afraid not.
No.
No way.
You're going to really upset me. I wanted to buy this today. It's beautiful.
What's the
Go
valuation?
on, what's independent?
Well,
Share that one with
they've
us.
actually 2,500 to 3,000.
He's just looking at it in the same way as well, because it's just a valuation,
Yes.
and nobody can really say what that's worth
Yes,
today.
yeah.
As the saying goes, an object is only worth what someone is prepared to pay for it.
I couldn't let it go.
I wouldn't have sold it for £4,000.
I think that probably will remain with her for quite a while.
Will the dealers do any better with the Victorian silver-top claret jug?
Not worth fortunes of money, but still people like to buy them because they're a very usable object.
We shall see what they are prepared to come up with.
Now, is this something that you've inherited or
It is, it's something I inherited.
I mean, the silver top is Victorian, and we've got a nice cut glass body. What is important with this is, I think you'll agree, there's no damage to the glass.
Glass has to be
Yes.
perfect, otherwise
Yes.
the value is
Yes.
completely
Gone.
gone, to be honest. Absolutely.
Yes.
Shall we see where the money's gone?
Yes.
Well, I'll start because I didn't like it at all. I left the humbling price
Right.
of £105.
Let's see what.
Well, I quite liked it, and I left £285.
And I liked it. I left £325.
I doubt whether you'll want to reconsider your bid, will you, Mike?
Well, I've obviously left a really skinny price.
Yes,
but,
yes.
you know, it's something I could live without. So if you
Yes.
don't mind, I think
Yes.
on this occasion I'll
Yes.
stand back.
Yes.
Jocelyn, I'd increased my bid to £340
Right.
in the hope that Mark
Yes.
doesn't bid anymore.
Yes.
You know, I think Simon's taken this right to the wire. I'm going to have to declare myself out. I think Simon's your man.
Right.
£340, Jocelyn, for the claret jug.
I've got 2 silver claret jugs, and this is my least favourite one.
Can we have a deal?
Yes.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
I'm very happy to buy something I understand.
Good luck to you, but you've cut yourself really short there.
Best thing I missed all day.
Mike's offer was rubbish, really.
Next is the classical design Ormolu candlesticks. All the dealers have bid on these.
If you can buy them for the right money, there's a profit in them.
I've got a place for those.
Now, how did you come to own these?
I actually bought them in the south of France.
And did you buy them in an antique shop? or-
Yes,
yeah?
yes. And I think it was in Avignon.
And were they a good buy at the time? Did you
I think they were. I thought they were a very good buy at the time, I remember.
Because what we've got here is Ormolu, which is basically
Yes.
gilded bronze.
Yes.
The centre section I thought was ebony, but in fact it's oxidised metal, is
Yes,
that correct?
it is, yes.
Late Victorian, around
Yes,
1890,
yes,
something like
I would
that.
think something like that, yes.
Shall we see where the money is?
Well, let the Northern Pie Eater go first. My bid is £145.
There's a Southern Pie Eater. My bid is £160.
And as a Southern Steak Eater, mine is £200.
Right. I'd like to see what the independent valuer has said. Interesting.
Mark's in the lead, but there's still plenty of room for haggling. Over to you, Joseline.
Are you going to share that one with us?
No, I think I'm
Oh.
going to say, can you come up a bit?
I was rather hoping I'd just sneak him away from the Southern Softies, but it hasn't quite worked, my ploy. So I'll offer you £220 for it.
Any advance on 220?
Simon?
I think 220 is quite a strong bid for them. I'm not going to increase, I'm going to step out in that case.
Right.
I'll go another tenner, £230.
£230. It's a tough one.
Mark obviously is a wonderful silver dealer, but as far as Ormolu Candlesticks goes, lot to learn.
Yes.
So £240.
I think I'm going to hang on to them because I'm quite fond of them.
Well, maybe Mark can.
No, Mike, I think that you've made a very fair offer. You're right, Ormolu probably isn't my thing.
Yes,
I'd rather they
yes.
be silver.
Well, yes, so would I. How much would it take to twist your arm?
I think I'd go for 300.
Could we negotiate, say, somewhere around about 270? Bearing in mind I've got to still feed the horse. The long way home and his stomach's singing like a canary.
What about 280?
Oh, you drive a hard bargain. But you know I'm tired. My legs are killing me. Go on, for £280, I'll own them.
Right, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's called being kippered.
Mike wins, but he doesn't seem too happy about it.
Buying those candlesticks was like pulling teeth.
It was a bit of toing and froing, wasn't there?
I didn't want him crying all the way back up north. So, Mike, I'll let you have those.
The final item is the silver gilt goat goblet made by Joseline.
Now, this goblet really is a special thing.
My favourite piece in the house.
A fantastic quality item.
I love it. I really want to buy it.
Joseline's already turned down £4,000 for a tea set, so can the dealers offer enough to buy this amazing item?
The style is completely different to anything else I've seen.
Yes. I suppose that's because I really do respond to clients' wishes. If somebody wants a goat, I do a goat. And so, of course, my work is constantly developing.
What happened to the man who ordered the goat, then?
Ah,
Or lady?
well, as a matter of fact, it was Princess Michael of Kent, because she's a Capricorn.
Right.
But in the end, she wasn't in England and various things. I sold the original one I'd made for her and another one to somebody else in France.
Right.
But I wanted to have one for me.
So this
Yes.
is number 3
Number
with a
3,
dozen of
yes,
3.
yes.
And what date is that?
I think it's the early 2000s.
I love it. But don't hold that against me,
No, I won't.
so to speak.
Yes.
Well, I'd like to open the bidding. I have written down £675.
Right.
Right, well, I'm a bit lucky here. 325.
Shock horror.
£700.
Wow, that's getting slightly better. Let me look and see.
The dealers' bids are all below the independent valuation, but Joseline may reckon it even higher. Will she get what she wants?
Our valuer has said 800 to 1,200, but I think that even 1,200 is low.
Do you?
Well, because there's such a lot of work in it, once again.
Would you consider £1,200 to be a good retail price?
I think that it's more like 3,000 retail. I do really.
I'm definitely bidding.
Well, I'd go up to £825.
Right.
Well, I'll offer you the top estimate, £1,200.
He does like a big jump, doesn't he? 825 to 1,200. And as much as I like it, I can't top 1,200, so I'm out.
Mark, any more thoughts on it?
Well, I love your work, Jocelyn.
Yes.
And I'd love to own that piece, and I'd pay you £1,220 for it.
Whoa.
£1,250.
I'll pay you £1,270.
Right.
I think I'd like to go £1,290.
Right.
Unlucky for some, but lucky for others. 1,300.
See, the advantage for Mark is he's in the silver business.
Yes.
I'm in the holding business.
Yes.
Now, let me just think. Did you ever sell the other
Yes,
two?
yes.
And what did you get for them?
2,000 each, I think.
That was then?
That was then.
1350.
1350.
1,370.
$13.80.
1,390.
Wow.
$13.95.
I'll have to fill it up. 1,400.
All right.
I think I'll leave it with Mark.
I'm not buying this as a silver dealer.
Yes.
I'm actually going to buy this as an investment.
Yes.
In years to come, this is going to make very good money.
Yes.
And I'd be pleased to own it. So, £1,400 on the table.
Yes.
Would you be happy to accept that?
Yes, I will.
Thank you very much indeed. This is one to put away for the future. Fantastic quality, and I'm delighted to buy it.
I am seriously upset. But what can I do?
I felt a bit sorry for Mike because he really, really wanted it. And of course, it's marvellous to see such enthusiasm.
The secret dealers offered Joseline over £12,000 and they paid well for what they bought. So how much money has Joseline made today?
You have managed to prize out of us today the grand total of £7,615.
Can't believe it. It's beyond my wildest dreams of avarice. I love it. I like the smell of it. I'm absolutely thrilled.
It's been an absolute honour and pleasure to be here today, and I know we've all enjoyed ourselves enormously.
Thank you very much indeed.
Today's deals were all about the battle between Mike and Mark.
The silver pieces here were my line, and I knew I was going to buy them.
Yeah, he wants a good dose of sorting out.
Mark beat Mike to the Victorian George Adams cutlery set, and he's waiting for the right buyer. He also carried off the silver-topped ship's decanter, the leaf-designed goblets, and the silver gilt goat goblet, all made by Joseline, and all of which he's holding on to.
It's one to put away for the future.
I think he's making some very wise investments today.
Mike took home the classical design Ormolu candlesticks, and that's where they are now, at home waiting for a buyer.
It was a bit of a tussle today between North and South, but I think you'll agree, the South were the victors.